On this episode of What It Looks Like Homemade, we're gonna bring you something that is fantastic. It is amazing Cajun crab cakes. It's gonna be delicious. Now it's gonna be crispy on the outside with some amazing crab meat on the inside. Oh boy, I cannot wait to show it to you. It is going to be fantastic. And so we're gonna show you what it smells like, what it tastes like, and what it looks like. And you are going to love it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started right now on what it looks like, starting in 3, 2, 1.
Wanna go to the store, wanna get some. Wanna go to the store, wanna eat some. The food on the box look good, don't it? Should you buy it, should you wait, should you jump on it? You wanna know if it good, does it taste right? Wanna try before you buy it, what it looks like. Hey, what it looks like. Hey, what it looks like. Wanna go to the store, wanna get some. Wanna go to the store, wanna eat some. What it looks like. Hey, what it looks like.
All right, let's head into Walmart and get the ingredients that we need for our Cajun crab cakes. All right, let's grab some lemons. And these lemons looking a little beat up. Look at this. That don't look good. All wrinkled. A couple of lemons. Grab some green onions. That looks good. Some garlic. And we have to get real mayonnaise. Don't buy the Miracle Whip or just any kind of blended meat. The real mayonnaise, that's what's gonna give the crispiness on the crab cakes. And then we need some Creole seasoning. We need the Panko breadcrumbs. Let's get 2 cans of the breadcrumbs. Then we need some eggs. Unfortunately, we don't have any eggs at home, so I gotta buy some today. And we need a half a pound of crab meat. This one. Before you leave the house, make sure you have everything that you need. I completely forgot that I needed parchment paper. There's the parchment paper right here. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna zest our lemon here. I love this lemon zester tool. It works really, really well. Let's slide this out of the way. And we're gonna cut half of our lemon. So we need some lemon juice. We're gonna need the juice from 1 lemon. So we got my nice little thing here. These things work so well. We got all the juice that came out of there. Let's do the other half. And some of this lemon juice we're going to use when we make our aioli sauce. Next, we're gonna take 1 egg. Then we're gonna beat the egg. Just get it nice and blended well. All right, that's good. So we're gonna start with our imitation crab meat. And you know, some people may say, well, why are you using imitation crab meat? Why not just use regular crab meat? And part of the reason is that imitation crab meat is a lot easier to find for a lot of people. So if you're using or following this recipe, you have a much easier time in finding imitation crab meat than you will real crab meat. Also, it's a little bit more cost effective too. You know, real crab meat can be a little bit pricey depending on where you go. So this still going to turn out great using the imitation crab meat, but just a little tip there. So you don't have to use real crab meat if you don't want to. What I'm doing now is that I'm breaking it up because it comes out of the packet in like whole pieces like this. And so obviously you can't make crab cakes with this big chunk of crab meat. So I'm going to break it up here just so it's easier to blend into the panko breadcrumbs. You need about 1/2 pound of crab meat for this meal, or for this, I call it appetizer. But if you want, you can make bigger crab patties. You can make it into a burger, like a crab patty sandwich. So that's an idea for another day. So now it's time to put everything together. So we have 3/4 cups of the panko breadcrumbs. We're gonna add in our crab meat here. Then we will add in our lemon juice, our lemon zest, the mayonnaise. This is 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. Get all that mayonnaise out of there. Our 1 beaten egg. And 1 tablespoon of our Creole seasoning. Now this is where you're gonna get a little dirty. So for me, I'm gonna take my wedding ring off here. I don't wanna get crab meat and eggs and stuff on there. So now you're gonna gently mix all of this together just with your hands. So it's gonna get nice and sticky. We're gonna mix all of that together. All right, that seems to be mixed. I told you it's gonna get dirty. We'll get our plate here. We're gonna start forming our patties. Just gonna get a little ball. Depending on how big you wanna make it. I'm gonna make mine about like this. Put that on the plate. Put the plate here so you can see it. Another one. But do not be afraid to get your hands dirty. Time to go wash up a little bit. Okay, so next we're gonna take each of our patties. We're just gonna flatten them out, make it into an actual patty. There we go. Don't worry if it falls apart a little bit. It's part of the plan. I just have this sitting on a baking sheet, a baking pan with some parchment paper on top. All right, so next we're gonna take each one. We're gonna dip it into some more breadcrumbs. And this is 3/4 cup of breadcrumbs. So we're gonna take each of our patties. Just gonna lay it on here. You should be able to see that. Coat it nice and good. Flip it over. Coat the other side. Put it back because we're gonna put all this in the skillet here in a second. They say don't worry about it falling apart. You can just place it back together. What'll help in it not falling apart is if you make it nice and cold. So maybe if you put it in the freezer about 10-15 minutes, it'll help it to not fall apart. But either way, you can always press it back together like I'm doing now. into the frying pan. Now we want to heat our olive oil in a skillet. I'm gonna pour a pretty good amount in there because you want it to coat the whole surface of the pan. All right, should be ready now. Cook about 3 at a time. And don't worry if it breaks apart, it's all right. Maybe it'll cook a little bit more than 3 in this skillet. Do one more. So you want it to cook about 5 minutes on each side. Of course, check it though to make sure you're not burning it. If it's cooking a little bit too fast, then turn the heat down some. All right, now we're gonna make our aioli sauce. And to begin, we're gonna use 6 garlic cloves. Now, we need about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. And so 3 cloves is about 1 tablespoon. So we'll do 6 to equal about 2. And here's a little tip. In order to get the skin off of the garlic, the easiest thing you can do is put it in the microwave for about 10 to 15 seconds. And then if you do that, the skin will just peel right off. Now the garlic is gonna be hot, so be careful. But it was so easy to do. So that's a nice little tip for you. All right, got 2 tablespoons there. All right, now we're gonna mix a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise to a nice mixing bowl here. Get all that mayonnaise out just like before. I'm gonna add our 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of green onions. Now I went ahead and cut this up. Now you can use chives, 2 tablespoons of chives, but I prefer green onions. I just like the way it tastes. These are fresh. Remember that 1 tablespoon of lemon juice that we put to the side? So we want to go ahead and use that now. I'm just going to mix it all up. It's going to be a nice burst of flavor on top of our crab cakes. All right, let's get ready to flip it over. Be very careful. There you go. Look at that. See, I'm using my hand just to kind of keep it together. Like I say, some of it's gonna break apart because we use big chunks of imitation crab, so that's why it's not gonna be super solid. It's not doing too bad though. Well, it's looking great. All right, we are all set. And then we're gonna dab it with our aioli sauce right there. Put that on there, and then put a couple little pieces of the green onion on there as a garnish. And man, look at that! Doesn't that look fantastic? Oh boy! What it looks like is fantastic, boy. Look at that! It's all crispy on the edges there. That aioli sauce looks wonderful. Oh, I cannot wait to dig into this. Look at the chunks of crab meat right there. You see. Boy, and it was a really, really simple meal to make, and it should pay off really big because it looks fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh my God, it smells so good. those green onions, the crab meat. Oh my God, this smells delicious. Oh, that smells good. You can even smell, and this is weird, but you can smell the crispiness of the crab patty. I bet you didn't know you can smell crispiness, but here you can smell it in this recipe. Oh, it smells so good. The green onions, I think, adds this different type of aroma to it than the chives. I mean, chives are fine, but to me, the green onions is the way to go. It's the way to go. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, here's the taste test. Oh man. This is delicious. Oh my God. That crispiness, the aioli sauce, the green onions. You cannot go wrong with this. You cannot go wrong with this. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh man, if you have friends over, and they'd be like, where'd you get this from? What fancy restaurant did you order this from? Because, oh my God, this is so good. You are gonna love it. I gotta take another bite. Got to take another bite. Oh man, it's a pretty good bite too. Woo! So good. I mean, this is amazing. It's amazing. Amazing Cajun crab cakes, because oh my God, it is so amazing. Wonderful meal. You're gonna love it. It's super easy to make, simple ingredients, didn't take that long at all, and it's gonna be divine. That about wraps it up on this version of what it looks like homemade. I want to thank you again for watching in advance. I thank to all the subscribers of this channel. Without you, I wouldn't be here, of course. And if you know of anyone who likes homemade recipes or just likes to see food reviews, send them a link to this channel. I would really appreciate it if they were to subscribe too, because of you. And it helps me to continue to do what I do in providing this type of content for you. I really enjoy it. I love making food. I love eating food too. But I love sharing it with you. So again, thank you so much for watching What It Looks Like.
No animals were harmed in the making of this video. However, they may or may not have been harmed in the making of the contestant. But we had nothing to do with that. We promise, honestly, you can trust.